Hello, this is an update on the synthesizer coding project that I've been working on. So, a long, long time ago, many, many moons ago, when the Dead Sea was just sick, I had coded my program to have actual staff with notes, as you can see here. But I quickly ran into trouble with notes that appeared to be a quarter note, but because you hold down the pedal on the piano, the note was actually much longer, and I had to put in all these green lines and other things to indicate those particular changes to the notes. There were other things as well that I didn't like, so I scrapped all of that, and instead, um, my latest version is to use these squares to indicate the notes. I've also put in on the side an actual piano, uh, a picture of piano keys, and you can hover over the notes to see what it is. So this note starts on the half beat and is a half beat long. This one starts on the beat itself. That's why there's a zero there in the green box. And it is also half a beat long. Of course, the black notes appear black and the white notes appear white, just like you see in the piano on the side. When I move my mouse, it actually tells me what note I'm on and what part of the beat I'm on. So here it's a D note on the fourth octave, and it's right on the beat. And I can move over. Here's 1/16, 1/8, and so on and so forth as I move across. Okay, so here again, it's on the beat. So you could see the beats up at the top here. So one beat, two beat, three beat, and then there's a fourth one. And if you look at the signature, it's 3 beats per bar. And I show the time here as well. So the mouse is a great way to see what the notes are all about. Now I can create a new note very easily. I just go to the spot where I want it, double click, and there it is. It's on the beat for 1/8 of a beat, and I can right click and stretch it out as far as I want. So here, for example, it's on the beat and it's 1 beat long, or I could go 2 beat long or 3 or 4 or 150 if I want to. Okay, so I can also click and drag to move the note anywhere I want, and it automatically goes to a sharp as needed. Okay, so fairly easy to set up. Let me right click on the note and I can delete it as well. Delete the note. There you go. So I've pre-entered all of these notes. We have a piano here and a bass down below. I can scroll up and scroll down to see the various instruments. I can add a new instrument, and when I do that, it asks me for the name. Let's call it a flute. Why not? There it is. There's the piano, and you have the bass down below. When I click the up arrow here, it will bring up the bass to the very top. Or I could click on piano to bring that up to the very top so I can work on it. Okay, I can also zoom. So if I click the plus sign, you will notice now the bars are much wider. Zoom again. And not only that, but you'll notice my mouse now shows the 32nd of a beat. Okay, so it's much more fine. I could change my program, and I think I will in the future to do 64th or maybe even 128 of a beat. Why not? Or I could click the or press the minus key on my keyboard to bring it back to a reasonable number. Um, let's go like this. All right, so I have a couple of instruments here. This one has some special notes. You'll notice it's in purple. Those are repeating notes. And let me add another one here just for fun. And I can right click and extend it a little bit. So it's 3/8 of a beat. Then I can go to repeat and say repeat it 20 times. And there you go. You got 20 notes repeated. And it will actually tell you in the green box, repeat 3 of 20, 4 of 20, and so on and so forth. I can go to, let's say, this point, right click and say end repeat here. And this is now the last of the repeat. I could also go and change the repeat interval. And right now it's every beat. I can change it to every 2 beats. There you go. So let me move the whole string to an even beat. And now, as you can see, it's every 3 beats. Okay, so I can go to, let's say, this note and right click and split the repeat here. And now I can take this and move it to a different place. So it's very easy if you have instead of a bass here, maybe it's a bass drum. So if you have a repeating beat of the bass drum, it's very easy to add hundreds of these notes. Let me delete this one and delete this one. Okay. Now, let me go back to the top. Here's my piano. You'll notice C4 here is in the middle, also known as middle C of the 4th octave. I could scroll up to go to the 5th octave or the 6th octave, and you'll notice the notes all move down. Any notes that scroll off the screen are actually in blue here so that I know there are notes there in case I didn't, just to let me know, I guess, that there's notes down there. Or I could go the other way. And again, you got a blue line where it indicates notes up there. So there you go. I can hit the play key, the letter P on my keyboard to play the notes. All right, you'll notice that the piano keys were lighting up as well as the notes themselves. As it played the notes, it also showed the volume of each note as it played. And the metronome was on beat as well. So let me hit the home key to go back and let's try that one more time. And I'm just noticing here this note, I think is way too long. I don't know what happened to this. I must have changed it. I don't know. Anyway, let's try to play again. Okay. So there you go. This is a short demo of my synthesizer so far. The sound designer, I will demo that in a separate video. That's it for now. Thank you very much.